So you might be familiar with the iconic song by Ray Charles, Georgia on My Mind. Well, Georgia is certainly on my mind, and it probably should be on yours. It's definitely on Trump's, because President Trump sent out this Truth Social this morning saying, quote, "I need one more indictment to ensure my election." Notice when he sent this out, that was 11:42 this morning as he was preparing to head to his arraignment in Washington. Well, in other words, he wasn't sweating this arraignment whatsoever. Now, for the reason I mentioned Georgia is because in all likelihood, a fourth indictment is on the horizon with regards to this election interference, alleged. And given all the momentum Trump has built up from the first three indictments, a fourth could absolutely put him over the top and pave the golden path right back to the Oval Office. Joining me now, Corey Lewandowski, senior advisor and campaign manager for the Trump 2016 and Trump 2020 campaigns. Corey, did the Democrats just not get the American people? Are they that removed?
Carl, you have to remember, going all the way back to 2016, they always told us Donald Trump wasn't going to win. Hillary Clinton was going to be the president. It was a done deal. And when Donald Trump shocked the world in 2016, the media's head went into overdrive. They started with their fake Russia collusion narrative. They went after him and impeached him twice. And now they ensured in 2020, they did everything they could so that Joe Biden could win as he ran a campaign from the basement. What they're doing now, Carl, is I just looked at some polling data in Mississippi. Donald Trump has an 87% approval rating before this indictment. So when the Georgia indictment comes down, he'll be at 107%, if that's even possible, right? So what the media is doing is they've lost all their credibility again. And by indicting the president for the third time today, he said it at the tarmac. It's a sad day in American history. But more than that, they have lessened the severity of what an indictment actually means, because we all know this has just strictly become political now.
But what's the political, like, is it, I mean, I happen to think that if they tried to put Trump in jail, it'd actually be really good for him. But what's the political fallout for our institutions if they don't get a conviction on all of these things like they haven't so far?
Well, we've seen this time and time again. Look, we know that these convictions aren't going to be coming. We know that for sure. And what we've heard from the talking heads is that Donald Trump was charged again in Washington, D.C. Carl, the issues that they charged him with were not the sedition that they said he was accused of. He's not a charge of inciting a riot at the Capitol. They're now getting into the brain of Donald Trump to articulate that they knew what was in his brain when he was asking for a pause to take place. It's a very dangerous thing. And we can go back and we can look at what Hillary Clinton said after she lost the election. We look at what Stacey Abrams has said after she lost the election, and many other elected officials.
Al Gore.
And what this department has done is made a two-tier justice system. The American people are tired of it, and that's why Donald Trump's going to win.
Yeah. But then you have Jamie Raskin, who voted, not to confirm the election results of 2016. So like you said, you can go back. Real quick before I let you go, U.S. credit rating downgraded, AAA now AA+. But MSNBC knows exactly who's to blame.
Just yesterday, Fitch, the rating agency, downgraded U.S. credit. And one of the factors was what happened on January 6th, was the gridlock, was the chaos created by the GOP, by these falsehoods and the misinformation that's getting pushed. Do people realize this and how fragile things are?
Was it January 6th, or was it the fact that they're getting ready or potentially ready to throw the former president in jail over a thought crime?
Carl, how about the fact that we spent trillions of dollars, billions of which have been stolen from the American people under the world of COVID with no recourse, right? All we did was print money, our kids and our grandchildren's money, and passed it off because the Biden administration is spending more money than we've ever seen, and China owns our debt. When they come to collect it, we're going to be in a real bad situation.
Yeah, it's going to be horrible, but they'll look for anything to blame on Trump. Corey Lewandowski, always a pleasure, sir.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, folks.